Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I'm Fleet Admiral Tirak and the heavy battle cruiser USS Green, and we are once again just outside of Kronos space, and once again probably going to push in on Kronos space. This, as we found out in the last episode, is indeed the Klingon homeworld of, and I'm going to say it again, Kronos. So, we ran a homeworld battle last time. We won the homeworld battle. The tile didn't flip. We've engulfed the planet once again. We're going to dart on in there and try and kick some more butt. No mission popped up, though. Little disappointing. So, let's pop in here. Just a convoy raid. So now we're just convoy raiding the planet. I don't know if they're trying to get supplies out or in. I suppose in would make sense because, well, it's a siege after all. Wouldn't that be what would make sense? No one ever accused Star Trek of making sense. Lots of freighters here. But I'm assuming that heavy cruiser is the escort, and you're an X-type ship. You are full and proper X-type. Okay. Reinforce that forward shield. Get to work on a scatter pack. We will have very little time to actually prep for this. XCB. So I'm assuming he's equivalent to our heavy bombardment cruiser, which would be not great. Take the missiles out now. By the time they get there, maybe they'll take up a couple of launchers, but I don't think so. I think he's got probably a pretty rock-steady anti-missile defense system in there. Freighters, 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 just freighters. Hopefully that's all it is. Oh boy. 4 heavy disruptors, 2 normal disruptors, 11 phaser X's, 2 phaser G's. Let's get ready to rumble. Didn't punch through. Oh, there we go. All of our photon torpedoes hit. And the front shield held. Turn, 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 turn. Oh, I want to keep that front shield intact if we can. Okay, good work so far. We've managed to ram a hole right through his forward shield. He did not do the same unto us. We also took the brunt of his fire, but he took more of it. It works out great for us. Capture, not going to work out quite yet. Dump him out the back. Hope that he operates in time. His anti-missile defense system is... Am I blind or is it non-existent? Non-existent. Okay. Well noted. That... Oh, right. Okay, so... Remember way back in when we were talking about buying an XCB, the heavy bombardment cruiser, and we ended up not doing it, instead bought this lovely ship USS Green? Well, the reason why that ended up happening is because I jumped into skirmish mode to take a look at the ship. Partially to check out the cool design, it looks the exact same as this, and partly to just sort of get a feel for how the ship would handle. And what I ended up finding out, kind of to my disappointment, was it didn't have certain basic systems like a point defense system, like a ton of Gatling phasers to cover the flanks. Now, I know for some people that wouldn't matter, but we're a cruiser, sort of a cruiser captain setup here. We like sort of going at high speed. I know we're chugging along at a speed of 10, but we like being maneuverable and nimble in a fight, even though we get into a lot of brawling. But you get what I'm saying. We like to be kind of independent. And that ship just, it required too much support. We'd have to babysit it constantly, which was not really something that I was up for doing. The patent? It is the patent. So I ended up saying, thanks, but no thanks. The additional heavy photon torpedo wasn't worth it. It actually had 2 extra for 8. I also think one of them ended up firing backwards. It's been a while since that, so not quite fully remembering. Okay, or you can do that. Yeah, sure, fine. Go nuts. So we ended up being this heavy cruiser. Now, the problem that he just ran into, the XCB that we just fought, was that, well, he didn't have an answer to our drones. He had no missile defense system. So when we got in there and started, well, laying into him with missiles, the only thing he had to shoot back at us with was his 13 phasers, which, granted, are nice, but wasn't enough. So yeah. And then we were able to exploit it with a scatter pack right to the face, and he had nothing to do. Nothing he could do about it. So I really like how that worked out. Very, very satisfied. And very happy that we didn't end up buying it, because it would have been probably a disaster. We've been in a lot of heavy situations against a lot of ships with super heavy missile armaments, and we just not would have survived them if we had brought a heavy bombardment cruiser. So there's that mission done. By the way, do you have heavy photons? You do not. Just checking. So yeah, the normal cruiser, a much more well-rounded design. Really set up to handle all sorts of this crazy stuff. Still not done the job I want it to do. It may not, in fact, be possible to take this tile. I'm not sure. But I'm going to try. If it doesn't flip after this one, we're going to move on. We've hit this with enough missions where it should flip by now. Oh boy. Did X-type. So we've got a big X-type light cruiser. And a frigate. And an alphabet soup destroyer. Somewhere around here will also be a Klingon shipyard. So, not great. I was hoping maybe a bit for some support on this one. Didn't end up happening. The Hydrons obviously stayed at home napping. Pardon me. So we're going to do this one all on our own, and it's 3 against 2. Granted, we of course have the XCA here, which is frankly outclasses these ships, but their strength in numbers may be enough to tilt the balance. Let's take a look. What do you have loaded on board, sir? And your shields are decent. I mean, they're equivalent to my destroyers. You've got 2 B-type missile launchers. Those are the expanded magazine versions. 2 B-type heavy phasers. 6, 7, 8 X-type phasers. 2 normal disruptors. And then a pair of Gatling phasers. You, who dares come within range? You're an F5Y, which means you're some kind of F5 refit. The F5 series is, well, as you can see, it's sort of like the basic frigate. Start another one, please, and dump this out the back. You can deal with that. Oh, XDD. He is! He's literally the comparison to this Klingon form. All weapons, prepare to fire. Is he running away from me? Come back here. I want to kill you. That's why I came here. Okay, took care of his fighters. That's range. We got past and are dealing damage. Oof, that hurt. Not badly. I mean, you didn't punch through or anything. So that's always nice. Just a couple more shots and I'll be able to board you. Which would of course be nice because boarding you is hilarious. Ouch. That hurt a lot. Okay, we're going to order a high energy turner right now because being here scares me. Turn it around. Did you... Oh boy. Oh boy. What an unfortunate situation to be in. Punch through his front there. Argus, can we get a little support here? Really? Like, it's just... We were in a bad position for a little while, and it's absolutely wrecking us. We have the firepower, we have the capability, and yet they're winning. Because they have angles on us. Ow. Stop shooting. Oh, crap. Not super happy about this. Marines, go. Take over the boat. And turn. This is gonna hurt. Oh no, they ran out just in time. These are gonna hurt though. Lost another set. Marines, how we doing? Way too many to try and capture. I would rather not lose a big cruiser like this to what is essentially some small fries. That would be quite embarrassing. And turning. Gotta get some... Oh, crap. This is it, boys and girls. Oh, boy. We're just outside of range. More power. More power. No! I think this is gonna be it. I don't think we survived these missile hits. We did. Okay. We do have phasers, and as long as we have phasers, we shall fight. Okay, maybe we'll wait until a better opportunity. The phaser capacitor is still trying to charge. Oh boy. How many troops you got left? Oh god, no. Don't let it end here. Oh my god. That's mildly infuriating. We put ourselves into a bad position, and that's where it ended up getting us. Can you finish capturing this bloody thing already? I'm a little miffed. You can tell. Because now I gotta finish this in the destroyer, and granted, it is an X-type destroyer. But still. Come up on him. You're dead. Okay, thank you. Is your point defense system active? It is, okay. How? We had... probably beamed over Marines from the other ship. I will open you up like a can opener. Don't think I won't. Don't think I can't either, because I will take you. Are you seriously trying to play this game with me? You're mine. Get over it. I'm not quite sure what speed this ship travels at. I've never had to fly it. Well, I've flown it in skirmishes and stuff, but I don't think I've flown one in this campaign. So this thing will have mostly missile launchers. There you go. We will also take the time. Point defense active in its entirety, because I really don't feel like taking hits. And I'm more than willing to let our phasers do the work. Like that. The heavy photon torpedoes and the heavy phaser will be our main armament for this show. Probe. So yeah, pretty weak systems, all things considered. We'll get in there, we'll cause some damage. Not a concern. I mean, really, 2 Phaser 2s and 2 missile launchers. The missile launchers could be trouble, but we're gonna try and keep our phasers on defensive mode here. Get ready, we're gonna overrun you and blast you in the face with everything we've got, because you're probably gonna have shielding better than what we can normally handle. Thank you. Slow way down. And close into... That's the range. There we go. Punching through. No point in trying to capture. Increase speed. Actually, I'm not sure what speed we can maintain while charging. That is something we should figure out, though. Oh, crap. I just realized I've been spending phasers that I need to defend myself with. There we go. Phaser G's not letting me down. They're the real MVPs. So we're set up with that. What kind of arcs are we looking at? Front. Pretty much all front. I suppose that's kind of to be expected. Have we still not taken you? What the heck? Where is he getting crew from? Seriously, we all saw that we had a superior crew, and, you know, there should be no question about the fact that we defeated it, right? We're all on the same page here, right? Okay, gotta swing out again. Too close for point defense systems. What the heck? That wasn't... I'm annoyed about that guy. Good, phaser gatlings are not all broken or whatever. The long and boringness that is a shipyard assault. And the extra sting of having lost our cruiser again. It was bad positioning on my part. I got myself in a position where I could have enemies right on my 6 o'clock. That truly was it. Because as long as they got to hang there, well, then it didn't matter how big and beefy my shields were. The simple fact of the matter is, there wasn't any shield to stop them. We're gonna come in here, set up with the heavy weapons. Almost fully loaded on that photon torpedo. Other one, please. Thank you. Got more incoming fire, so we can't spend our Gatling phasers to wipe them out, because they're going to be needed. Yeah, just got ourselves in a position where they got to hang in our blind spot. And when you're in that position, well, odds are you're not going to survive too long. Really, that's what ended up happening to a lot of our ships whenever we lost them. We just ended up putting ourselves in a position where they were in a blind spot, and we couldn't do anything about it. Okay, that one's down. I'm going to target this one now. And you're still plodding along. Yes, yes, I see your incoming missiles. I'll turn to take them on the corners. Thank you. It's gonna be a long mission. It didn't have to be, but it's gonna be. We'll have to head home now too. Which, if we don't flip this tile, is really gonna disappoint me. That's a lot of effort plowed into something that, well, we didn't get much out of. Can I turn in time to bring a Gatling phaser? No. Heavy weapons, set up and loaded. We'll crunch down the shield in one big shot again. Am I reinforced? I am, okay. I'm reinforcing all the wrong shields. But whatever. Nice and close. Lined up. And we're right through. Good show. And his missile launcher is stunned, but not dead. And that was placed too close to matter. See, if you don't clear the mine's destructive radius, then it never activates. It'd be an interesting thing if you could change the safeties in the mines. I wonder how many more missiles they've got. I'm starting to lean towards they're out. They have fired quite a bit our way. B-types does mean they get 6 reloads, so several shots in total. But they haven't fired in a while. So we're going to take a risk. We're going to do the whole shot. Everything, including Gatling phasers. So come in nice and close. And now we're going to turn and let the Gatling phasers in on this fun. Because they're such great weapons. Oh, nope, it's still active. Haha! Nailed it just in time. 99% chance to work. So, it turned. No problemo. He's doubled his speed since the last time we checked in on him. He's now doing 7. Really? You missed? Yep, there goes the missile. And luckily, we still had weapons available. Come on, I want to fire that other phaser before he turns to face. He's now cruising at a speed of 8. And he's got 3 Marines again. Don't ask me how. It's magic. I do have a weasel in the bay, so whatever that's worth to you. Set up for another run. There we go. 2 dry docks destroyed. We will increase speed a bit and turn on towards you. How are you doing, by the way? Well, he's he's down to 2 phasers, 2 disruptors, and 2 missile launchers. But aside from that, he's in great shape. We'll give him both barrels, see what he likes with that. What, you were the one who wanted to close in on this fight. Why are you sort of limping away now? Come on. Oh, he's presenting his strongest shield to us, putting all his reinforcement power behind it. Word of advice, buddy. Those shipyards were projecting white shields towards me. Of course, you know they could also be more accurate than me. There we go. How many people you got on board? Three more Marines. I'm gonna watch you like a hawk. Because you should all die now. That should be the thing. Down to 1 crew. And if you don't, by the way, I am gonna blast you so full of phaser fire that there won't be a ship left. Do you think you're going to get away from me? You're a wreck of a ship. Nothing left. Come on. We'll increase speed. Because I want to see what happens after my crew finishes capturing the ship for the 3rd time. Come on. Game's cheating. Don't cheat with me, game. That's not cool. So not cool when the game cheats. It would be one thing if they were legitimately fighting one off, but they weren't. It was just freely saving the ship. Yeah. Game's cheating. Game took out one of my cruisers. I ain't happy, game. Not happy at all. So we're going to come up here and we're going to fill you full of holes. Speed of 7. We've got phaser 2s, we can see that much. All weapons select. Yeah, you have no missiles left. Punch through. And phaser. Okay. Now the next one. Good. Now we'll fly away to gain some distance. Oh no, we're going to keep up with your turn. Enough of your shenanigans, game. You will die. It will be glorious. Come in here again. Everything we got. Yep, moderate damage. They're down to 2 weapons left. Close in for the torpedoes. That didn't hit. Gonna do loops and loops and loops. He's down to a single phaser 3, which my shields should be enough to repel that. We're gonna avoid that because we don't want him. There we go. The shipyard is no more. Please flip this tile. We did put in a ton of work on this. A long mission and the loss of one of my favorite ships so far. For the 2nd time. 450 prestige. The tile did not flip. I'm going to assume this tile is invincible. Sad, but I think accurate. Shipyard. Is there an XCA that happened to have shown up? No, not this far out. Ugh. Well, welcome to the Argus, our primary ship for the next little while. We will go easy on that. So, Shipyard. HVX. This is a advanced technology heavy fighter carrier. I think we're getting into an era where fighters may not be the best thing ever. For the simple fact of the matter is that, well, fighters get annihilated by point defense systems, of which X ships are very well endowed with. Not exactly something we want to risk too much of. We would need 11,000 to get this monster. This is a battleship. Granted, I still think an XCA might be able to take it. Be a close fight, though. Did that just update? XFG. No, it did not. We will do one lateral shipyard check. XTG, XTG, XBT, XCA. Thank you. The Eminier, which the last time we saw the Eminier, it was a hydrogen ship. So, we managed to end this episode, and we are ending this episode now, because we've been going on for quite some time. Managed to end the episode basically where we began last time. No progress was made in taking Kronos. I don't think you can actually take it. So we are going to work on taking everything else in the Klingon Empire and then coming back to Kronos to see what we can do. Until then, if you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode.